I have an acquaintance of a client.
Mm-hmm.
He recently was a very strong, opinionated person about religion, self-healing, politics, all of that. So again, that's somebody who doesn't let a lot of information in, just goes right through. So he had a medical condition and he tried to treat it naturally because he doesn't like medicine either.
Okay.
It didn't work out so good for him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And it's catastrophic because his beliefs are so strong and so edged. So now you've got to go into a system that you don't trust.
Which makes things 100 times worse because you've been so rigid and unable to even listen.
Yeah, so be careful how hard we buy into our stories.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you can have a belief in something, but make sure that you're able to veer if needed.
Well, I think you said in the chiropractic in you that you want to make sure that you're being assessed and you're reassessing.
All the time.
This could apply in this instance.
Right.
Make sure you're reassessing your belief system. Make sure that you're not just blindly stuck to it because it's what you know.
Right. And Awaken Wellness just opens you up to seeing that there's more in every situation. It's not just what you think is there.
Mm-hmm.
And with medicine, it's going to get worse because the ERs are backed up. People can't get into their doctors. When they get there, they're getting very little help. So people are getting very negative about medicine. So when they need it, it's harder for them to go toward it. And there's enough information out there on the other side of the fence to feed that ego line of telling you, if you do this, you don't need that. And I'm not saying that they're not right sometimes, but sometimes you gotta go.
Yep. You have to go.
Sometimes you gotta go.
You have to balance it. You have to go to find out, and you have to balance it and figure out, is this going to work or is this going to work? And it sounds like in this gentleman's case that he needed
He lost his leg.
Oh.
Yes. I've seen people die in that situation over and over again because you get so stuck in your beliefs and there's no veering, because the more you stick to one way of thinking and you don't let anything else in, your world becomes smaller and smaller and smaller. The more you take in information and you try it all and you don't have an opinion about it until you find exactly what works for you, your world gets bigger.
Right.
So as you age, do you want to get smaller? Because you eventually don't leave your home or your TV, right?
Correct. You don't. You stay in a very comfort zone and you stick with your own opinions, and you actually have conversations with yourself that you shouldn't be having.
Yeah.
And not able to hear.
So you want to keep your world open and your brain working. It's not about doing a Sudoku. It's not about doing a crossword puzzle. It's about using your brain to problem solve and make choices. That's how you stay young.
Well, and